The Pacific Northwest, with its lush forests, towering mountains, and rugged coastlines, is a region steeped in natural beauty and mystery. Beneath its serene surface, however, lies a network of highways that cut through dense wilderness and isolated landscapes, roads where time seems to blur, shadows stretch unnaturally long, and whispers of the past linger in the air. These are not merely routes connecting towns and cities. They are corridors of history, tragedy, and the unexplained. From the fog-shrouded stretches of Oregon's coastal highways to the winding mountain passes of Washington, these roads have earned their place among the most haunted in the United States. In this third episode of our series exploring the most haunted highways in the Pacific Northwest, we delve into the eerie legends and chilling encounters that define these enigmatic thoroughfares. Each highway carries its own spectral stories, tales of restless spirits, phantom vehicles, and inexplicable phenomena that defy rational explanation. These are not mere urban legends or campfire tales. They are deeply rooted in the region's history, shaped by centuries of human experience, and the untamed forces of nature. As you journey with us along these haunted roads, prepare to confront the supernatural echoes of tragedies past. We'll explore infamous stretches like the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway, where the scars of Mount St. Helens eruption still resonate, and the desolate expanse of the Oregon Outback Scenic Byway, where ghostly apparitions and eerie lights have left travelers shaken. Along the way, we'll uncover first-hand accounts from those who have braved these highways after dark, as well as documented evidence captured by paranormal investigators seeking answers to the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of headlights. Whether you're a skeptic drawn to the thrill of the unknown or a believer eager to explore the boundaries between life and death, these haunted highways promise an unforgettable experience. They remind us that even in our modern age of GPS navigation and high-speed travel, some places remain untouched by time, a testament to the enduring power of the unseen. So dim the lights, keep your wits about you, and join us as we embark on a spine-tingling journey through the haunted roads of the Pacific Northwest. What awaits may challenge everything you thought you knew about the world, and what lies beyond it. The Spirit Lake Memorial Highway, shadows cast by catastrophe. Few stretches of road in the Pacific Northwest carry as much historical weight, or as many haunting tales, as the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway. This 52-mile route winds through the blast zone of Mount St. Helens, the site of one of the most catastrophic volcanic eruptions in U.S. history. On May 18, 1980, the once dormant volcano erupted with unimaginable force, leveling over 230 square miles of forest, claiming 57 lives, and leaving behind a landscape forever scarred by destruction. Today, the highway serves as both a memorial to the event and a gateway to the Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument, drawing visitors eager to witness the resilience of nature reclaiming the land. Yet beneath its seemingly tranquil surface lies a darker narrative, one steeped in spectral sightings, mysterious phenomena, and the lingering presence of those who perished in the disaster. Travelers along the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway often report eerie encounters that defy logical explanation. One of the most frequently cited locations is the Johnston Ridge Observatory, named after David A. Johnston, the geologist who famously uttered the words, "Vancouver! Vancouver! This is it!" moments before being engulfed by the eruption. Visitors describe feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness while standing near the observatory, as if the collective grief of the tragedy permeates the air. Others claim to hear faint whispers carried on the wind, voices that seem to recount fragmented memories of the fateful day. Some even report seeing shadowy figures resembling hikers or scientists walking along the ridgeline, only to vanish when approached. Further along the highway, near the remains of the original Spirit Lake, reports of ghostly apparitions grow more frequent. Witnesses describe encountering translucent figures clad in tattered clothing, believed to be the spirits of victims caught in the eruption's path. One particularly unsettling account comes from a family who stopped at the lake's edge to take photographs. As they reviewed the images later, they noticed a figure standing in the background, an ethereal woman gazing out over the water, her face obscured by mist. Others speak of hearing disembodied cries for help echoing across the barren landscape, despite there being no signs of other travelers nearby. Paranormal investigators have conducted numerous studies along the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway, capturing compelling evidence that supports its haunted reputation. Thermal cameras have detected inexplicable cold spots concentrated near key landmarks, such as the Harry Truman Visitor Center, named for the cantankerous lodge owner who refused to evacuate and perished in the blast. EMF meters register significant spikes in electromagnetic activity, particularly around areas associated with mass casualties. EVP recordings have yielded fragmented phrases, including one chilling clip where a voice responds to a direct question about the eruption, saying, "It's still here." Another investigation captured video footage of what appears to be a translucent figure kneeling beside a monument, its head bowed as if in prayer. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted history, the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway continues to draw visitors eager to confront its spectral secrets. Guided tours offer a unique blend of education and intrigue, inviting participants to step into the shadowy world of its spectral inhabitants. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or a fascination with the macabre, the highway promises an unforgettable experience, a place where the echoes of the past harmonize with the melodies of the present, creating a symphony of both beauty and mystery. The Oregon Outback Scenic Byway, ghosts beneath the starless sky stretching across the arid expanse of south-central Oregon. The Oregon Outback Scenic Byway offers a stark contrast to the lush greenery typically associated with the Pacific Northwest. This 176-mile route traverses some of the state's most remote and desolate terrain, passing through high desert plains, volcanic craters, and ancient lava flows. While its isolation makes it a haven for stargazers and adventurers, it also harbors a darker reputation, one steeped in spectral sightings, phantom vehicles, and eerie phenomena that have left travelers questioning their sanity. For those brave enough to venture along its lonely stretches after dark, the Oregon Outback becomes more than a scenic drive. It transforms into a corridor of the unknown point. One of the most enduring legends tied to the Oregon Outback involves the so-called Black Truck, a phantom vehicle said to haunt the highway's darkest stretches. According to eyewitness accounts, the truck appears suddenly in the rearview mirror, its headlights blazing but its engine eerily silent. It accelerates rapidly, closing the distance between itself and other drivers, only to vanish without warning as it draws near. Many believe the black truck is driven by the spirit of a trucker who perished in a fiery crash decades ago, his restless soul doomed to roam the highway he once called home. Those who encounter the spectral vehicle often report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the presence of the truck brings with it an aura of impending doom. Equally unsettling are the reports of ghostly hitchhikers spotted along the roadside. Travelers have described picking up strangers dressed in outdated clothing, only for them to disappear from the back seat without explanation. One particularly harrowing account comes from a couple who stopped to assist a man waving for help near Christmas Valley. When they opened the door to let him in, he vanished into thin air, leaving behind a faint scent of burnt wood. Others claimed to see shadowy figures wandering aimlessly through the sagebrush, their forms flickering like mirages under the moonlight. Some believe these apparitions belong to settlers or miners who succumbed to the harsh conditions of the outback, their spirits unable, or unwilling, to leave the land that claimed their lives. Paranormal investigators have explored the Oregon outback extensively, capturing intriguing evidence that lends credibility to its haunted lore. Thermal cameras have detected inexplicable cold spots concentrated near abandoned homesteads and crumbling mining camps, while EMF meters register significant spikes in electromagnetic activity. EVP recordings have yielded fragmented phrases, including one chilling clip where a voice responds to a direct question about the black truck, saying, "Don't stop." Another investigation captured video footage of what appears to be a translucent figure standing beside the road, its hand raised in a perpetual gesture of pleading. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted reputation, the Oregon Outback continues to captivate visitors with its dual identity as a place of natural beauty and supernatural mystery. Guided tours offer a glimpse into the shadowy world of its spectral inhabitants, inviting participants to explore the interplay between past and present. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or a fascination with the macabre, the highway promises an unforgettable experience, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, leaving an indelible mark on all who dare to cross its threshold. The Chuckanut Drive, beauty shrouded in mystery. Winding along the rugged coastline of northwest Washington, Chuckanut Drive stands as one of the Pacific Northwest's most picturesque highways. Its serpentine path hugs the shoreline of Puget Sound, offering breathtaking views of emerald waters, jagged cliffs, and dense evergreen forests. Yet, beneath its postcard-perfect veneer lies a darker side, a legacy of accidents, disappearances, and unexplained phenomena that have earned it a place among the region's most haunted roads. For decades, travelers along Chuckanut Drive have reported eerie encounters that defy rational explanation, transforming this scenic route into a corridor of spectral intrigue. One of the most persistent legends tied to Chuckanut Drive revolves around the tragic fate of a young woman named Emily Carter. According to local lore, Emily was driving home late one foggy night in the early 1960s when her car skidded off the narrow, winding road and plunged into the icy waters below. Her body was never recovered, and many believe her spirit remains tethered to the spot where she met her untimely end. Witnesses described seeing a ghostly figure resembling Emily wandering the roadside, her form illuminated by the faint glow of headlights. Others claim to hear faint sobs emanating from the cliffs, as though she is mourning her lost life. Some drivers report feeling an inexplicable chill as they pass certain curves, accompanied by the sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. The highway's haunted reputation extends beyond Emily's tragic tale. Motorists frequently recount strange occurrences involving phantom vehicles that appear suddenly in their rearview mirrors, only to vanish moments later. These spectral cars are often described as vintage models, their headlights casting an unnatural glow against the fog. One particularly chilling account involves a family traveling during a winter storm. As they rounded a sharp bend, they encountered a black sedan blocking the road. When they honked their horn and flashed their lights, the car disappeared entirely, leaving no trace of tire marks or debris. Others described seeing shadowy figures standing at the edge of the road, their faces obscured by darkness, as if beckoning travelers closer. Paranormal investigators have conducted multiple studies along Chuckanut Drive, capturing compelling evidence that supports its haunted reputation. Thermal cameras have revealed inexplicable cold spots concentrated near the cliffs and overlooks, while EMF meters register significant spikes in electromagnetic activity. EVP recordings have yielded fragmented phrases, including one chilling clip where a voice responds to a direct question about Emily, saying, "I'm still here." Another investigation captured video footage of what appears to be a translucent figure climbing the guardrail, its movements slow and deliberate, as if reluctant to leave the scene of the accident. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted history, Chuckanut Drive remains a beloved destination for tourists and locals alike. Its ghost tours offer a unique blend of natural beauty and supernatural mystery, inviting participants to explore the interplay between past and present. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or a fascination with the macabre, the highway promises an unforgettable experience, a place where the echoes of the past harmonize with the melodies of the present, creating a symphony of both beauty and mystery. The whole rainforest loop whispers within the ancient canopy nestled within Olympic National Park. The whole rainforest loop is a mesmerizing stretch of road that leads into one of the most pristine temperate rainforests in the world. Towering Sitka spruce and western red cedar trees form a verdant canopy overhead, filtering sunlight into dappled patterns on the moss-covered ground below. With its misty atmosphere and ethereal beauty, the rainforest feels almost otherworldly, a place where time seems to stand still. Yet beneath its tranquil facade lies a darker undercurrent, a realm steeped in spectral legends, eerie phenomena, and ghostly encounters that have left visitors unsettled and awestruck. One of the most enduring tales tied to the whole rainforest loop centers around the legend of the Lady in Green, a spectral figure said to wander the forest trails. According to local folklore, she was a botanist who ventured deep into the rainforest in search of rare plant species but never returned. Her disappearance has become the stuff of legend, with many believing her spirit remains trapped among the ancient trees, forever searching for the specimens she sought. Hikers have reported encountering a ghostly woman dressed in a flowing green gown, her form shimmering faintly in the dim light. Others describe hearing soft whispers emanating from the underbrush, as though she is calling out for help or guidance. Some claim to feel an inexplicable pressure in her presence, as if weighed down by the burden of her unfinished quest. The rainforest's haunted reputation extends beyond the lady in green. Travelers along the loop frequently recount strange occurrences, from disembodied footsteps crunching through the foliage to sudden drops in temperature that send chills down their spines. One particularly unsettling account comes from a group of campers who swore they saw shadowy figures moving silently between the trees, their forms dissolving into the mist when approached. Others describe hearing faint laughter or the sound of children playing, despite being miles away from any populated areas. Some believe these apparitions belong to indigenous spirits or early settlers who once called the rainforest home, their presence lingering as a reminder of the land's storied past. Paranormal investigators have explored the whole rainforest extensively, capturing intriguing evidence that supports its spectral lore. Thermal cameras have detected inexplicable cold spots concentrated near ancient tree groves and secluded clearings, while EMF meters register significant spikes in electromagnetic activity. EVP recordings have yielded fragmented phrases, including one chilling clip where a voice responds to a direct question about the lady in green, saying, "Lost." Another investigation captured video footage of what appears to be a translucent figure crouching beside a moss-covered log, its movements synchronized with the rustle of leaves in the wind. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted reputation, the whole rainforest loop continues to captivate visitors with its dual identity as a sanctuary of natural wonder and a repository of the supernatural. Guided tours offer a glimpse into the shadowy world of its spectral inhabitants, inviting participants to explore the interplay between past and present. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or a fascination with the macabre, the highway promises an unforgettable experience, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, leaving an indelible mark on all who dare to cross its threshold. The Cascade Loop, a journey through shadows winding through the heart of Washington State. The Cascade Loop is a 440-mile scenic highway that showcases the diverse landscapes of the Pacific Northwest, from alpine peaks and lush valleys to arid deserts and sparkling lakes. Known for its breathtaking vistas and recreational opportunities, the loop attracts thousands of travelers each year. Yet beneath its idyllic surface lies a darker narrative, one steeped in spectral encounters, eerie phenomena, and ghostly legends that have earned it a place among the region's most haunted roads. For those who traverse its winding paths after dark, the Cascade Loop becomes more than a scenic drive. It transforms into a corridor of the unknown, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. One of the most persistent legends tied to the Cascade Loop involves the ghost of a logger named Samuel Greaves. According to local lore, Greaves was working deep in the woods near the town of Leavenworth when a freak accident caused a massive tree to fall, crushing him instantly. His body was never found, and many believe his spirit remains tethered to the forest, unable to move on. Travelers along the loop have reported seeing a spectral figure clad in flannel and suspenders wandering the roadside, his form illuminated by the faint glow of headlights. Others claim to hear the sound of axes chopping wood or branches snapping underfoot, despite there being no visible source. Some drivers report feeling an inexplicable chill as they pass certain stretches of the highway, accompanied by the sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. The highway's haunted reputation extends beyond Samuel's tragic tale. Motorists frequently recount strange occurrences involving phantom vehicles that appear suddenly in their rearview mirrors, only to vanish moments later. These spectral cars are often described as vintage logging trucks, their headlights casting an unnatural glow against the fog. One particularly chilling account involves a family traveling during a winter storm. As they rounded a sharp bend near Stevens Pass, they encountered a lumbering semi-truck blocking the road. When they honked their horn and flashed their lights, the truck disappeared entirely, leaving no trace of tire marks or debris. Others described seeing shadowy figures standing at the edge of the road, their faces obscured by darkness, as if beckoning travelers closer. Paranormal investigators have conducted multiple studies along the Cascade Loop, capturing compelling evidence that supports its haunted reputation. Thermal cameras have revealed inexplicable cold spots concentrated near abandoned logging camps and isolated forest clearings, while EMF meters register significant spikes in electromagnetic activity. EVP recordings have yielded fragmented phrases, including one chilling clip where a voice responds to a direct question about Samuel, saying, "Still here." Another investigation captured video footage of what appears to be a translucent figure standing beside a fallen tree, its movements slow and deliberate, as if reliving the moment of his death. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted history, the Cascade Loop remains a beloved destination for tourists and locals alike. Its ghost tours offer a unique blend of natural beauty and supernatural mystery, inviting participants to explore the interplay between past and present. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or a fascination with the macabre, the highway promises an unforgettable experience, a place where the echoes of the past harmonize with the melodies of the present, creating a symphony of both beauty and mystery. Echoes across the asphalt, the enduring legacy of haunted highways as our journey through the most haunted highways of the Pacific Northwest draws to a close. It becomes clear that these roads are far more than mere conduits of travel. They are living repositories of history, tragedy, and the supernatural. From the eerie stretches of the Oregon Outback Scenic Byway to the mist-shrouded curves of Chuckanut Drive, each highway carries its own spectral stories, woven with threads of loss, mystery, and unresolved emotion. These tales are not confined to folklore or idle speculation. They are deeply embedded in the fabric of the region's identity, reflecting the enduring impact of human experience and the untamed forces of nature. The cultural significance of these haunted highways cannot be overstated. They serve as reminders that history is not a static relic. It is alive, breathing, and ever present in the spaces where pivotal events unfolded. These roads demand reverence not only for their roles in shaping the Pacific Northwest but also for the countless individuals whose lives were irrevocably altered or cut short along their paths. The ghostly tales of restless spirits, phantom vehicles, and eerie phenomena compel us to reflect on the fragility of life, the passage of time, and the importance of remembering those who came before us. Moreover, their spectral allure has permeated popular culture, inspiring films, books, and television shows that continue to captivate audiences and keep the memory of these haunted highways alive in the collective consciousness. Ultimately, the enduring appeal of these roads lies in their ability to transcend the mundane and connect us to something greater than ourselves. They invite us to embrace the unknown, to question the boundaries of reality, and to acknowledge the unseen forces that shape our understanding of the world. Whether you approach them as a skeptic seeking logical explanations or a believer drawn to the supernatural, these highways challenge us to look beyond the surface and consider the deeper connections between the living and the dead. As we step away from these shadowy realms and return to the familiarity of everyday life, let us carry forward the lessons they impart. Let us honor the memories of those who walked, or drove, these roads before us by striving to build a future where the horrors of tragedy are tempered by compassion and understanding. And should you find yourself traveling along one of these haunted highways, pause for a moment. Listen closely. You might just hear the whispers of history calling out, reminding us that the echoes of the past are never truly silenced. So dim your headlights, keep your senses sharp, and remember, the next bend in the road may hold more than just another mile marker. It may lead you straight into the heart of the unknown. What awaits may challenge everything you thought you knew about the world, and what lies beyond it.